polisi utafungwa ukae ndani, yakikushika mapenzi mambo hadharani, ubebe mgongoni kuzungushe mtani, au fungue moyo ndani uone. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the do's and don'ts during your visa application, and this applies to African countries because I'm not versatile with the other countries in such processes. So I'll talk about Kenya, Sudan, and any other country that is in among the African continent. So one thing that people don't know is when you go for the visa, mostly when you go for the Schengen visa, these people they want you to come back to your own country because no one wants you to go to their country and stay there and become a burden unless you're working or doing something that is going to add value to their economy. That's why you find countries like Canada, France, Germany, they have F1 visas and FSJ. Those are programs that help Africans work in their countries on a voluntary basis. So when you're going for your visa interview, your first visa interview, especially the tourist visa interview, you should make sure that when they ask you if you want to stay there or you want to come back, you should make sure that you give enough evidence that you're going to come back to your country. This mostly applies to the first time visas, like 1 month, 2 months, like that, so that you are able to be granted that visa. Another thing, you need to make sure you have enough documentation. This documentation, I mean, I'm not going to state them here, so you have to concentrate. One thing you need to know, you need to have an original birth certificate. Make sure that your birth certificate matches with your ID card. These are common things that you need when you go for your visa. Another thing, make sure you have a passport, and this passport matches with your birth certificate and your ID. They'll check mostly where you were born. These details they match together, so they'll check those details and they see if they match or they marry each other. Another thing you need to have, this is the letter of invitation. This applies to when someone is inviting you to their country and you want just to go and stay there for a visit or do something in their country. So you need to have this letter. And mostly people make mistakes. Your boyfriend is inviting you to their country and they're inviting you as a friend. No, they need to say you are their partner, unmarried partner. Why do they have to say you are unmarried partner? Because this is going to give the embassy the chance to know that you are going maybe to learn their culture. It will give enough reason. So just don't say you're a friend. You guys are not related and you want to go to Germany to see this person or to England and you want to say just a friend unless you give enough evidence. But you need to say maybe you are an unmarried partner. That will work. Another thing that you need to have among your documentation, have something that shows either you're working in the country, you've been given permission to leave, maybe a leave from work, or you have a business that you have to come back to. Or if you're in school, make sure you have this letter for school and show that you're going to come back to this school. It needs you. So, of course, the embassy will have to grant you the visa because they know you have to come back. You're just going to sit there and you're supposed just to come back to your country. Another thing, for the sake of countries like Germany, that is like Spain, they need to have this invitation card where they go to the immigration there and they are given the invitation card, so you are able to be invited there and use it to apply for your visa. For Germany, you need to have something called obligation letter. So that person inviting you, they need to go and state in that embassy or in the immigration there that they are inviting you. Then they'll be given this document, they'll send it to you, then you're going to use it and submit among your documents at the embassy. Another main thing that I keep getting asked when I tell someone you need to give me your 3 months bank statement, some will ask for 6 months. People are like, oh, I don't transact in my account, so what is going to happen? Things like that. But you need to know that don't use your M-Pesa. They have said bank statement. So from today, if you're planning to apply for a visa, try to use your bank, even if it's 1,000. You don't have to need to have a lot of money, but they just need to know that you have this knowledge of banking money. You can save, you have some little money for yourself. So even if someone is going to take care of all your needs or they're going to be committed to take care of all your needs, these embassies, they need to see that you can also bank. If you're working, you have a business, make sure you have these statements, bank statements. So make sure you're using your bank statements. Forget the mobile banking things. For Kenya, we have the M-Pesa, and I know it's running maybe in other sectors of the world, especially the African continent. So I'm saying you need to make sure you're using your bank, and make sure these bank statements, they're going to help you. They're going to help you get that visa for you. So this thing comes where you want to apply for a visa, you've not gotten that visa, and you've already booked your air ticket. My friend, don't do that. There's something called flight booking. This flight booking is a way where we as visa agents, we know how to do it. We just book for you a flight, it's just a reservation for the dates of your travel. This means when you finally get that visa is when you are able to book the original tickets, because people make mistakes. You just say, oh, they have said flight booking, then you go and book your flight. You're going to lose your money. But when you have this flight booking that has these dates, then now after you are granted that visa, then you can now book the original ticket. So don't make a mistake of booking a flight or making that person book a flight for you without getting this visa. This is an important thing I have to talk about. It was during my travels in Asia is when I encountered this experience, and I want to teach you about it. When you go to Asian countries, Cambodia, Singapore, this other country in Asia, Thailand, they say you need to get this visa on arrival. My dear, you need to have money in your account when you are going for this type of trips, or if someone is inviting you, ensure you have at least $1,000. If you have my skin, yeah, I mean black, because I'm not saying Asians are racist, but I'm just saying if you're black like me and you're going to an Asian country, make sure you have $1,000 and above in your account or in cash, because these people, they'll frustrate you. They frustrate black people because in their minds they think most of us are going there to either prostitute or just be slaves there or just take their jobs, and they're already poor. So you need to make sure you have at least $1,000, especially when you're going for a tourist visa. Make sure your letter of invitation is kaput, it's okay. Make sure you have at least $1,000 in your account. Another thing, make sure, this is so important, if it's visa on arrival, I'm telling you this for free, go online or contact anyone. If it's about Asian countries, book these visas online, get them there. If you do it today, you'll get it online. You receive that visa 3 days to your travel. Receive it before going, because if you just live here and you go to Asia and you say, oh, I'm here for a tourist something and I don't have a visa, you'll be frustrated. Mostly they frustrate these people because they don't want to give you that visa. They want to access entry in their country, so of course they frustrate you. So when you're going to these Asian countries, make sure you book those visas on arrival. You can find them online, so make sure you have an e-visa before reaching there. So have your e-visa on time before getting there. When you arrive, you already have your visa. Another thing you need to do before applying for your visa for any other thing regarding to these European countries, either you're going for a vacation or anything, just make sure on that day before the interview in the morning, you've assembled all your documents. All your documents. I mean, go through all of them. Make sure you have the bank statement. Make sure you have the medical insurance cover. And this is another thing I want to tell you. There are these cheap sites that you are going to get for your medical insurance. One thing is called nomads, world nomads. Quote this, world nomads. If you go to world nomads, you're going to get an insurance that is going to cover you 30,000 euros and above, and it's going to be cheap. Another site that happens in Kenya, I've seen Pesa Bazaar. They have the best. Actually, Pesa Bazaar has the best offers on travel insurance, and they're going to take care of you. And the World Nomads have the best, and they're going to take care of you. So make sure you have the insurance that's going to cover at least 30,000 euros during your travel. And I've told you the best I've used so far is Pesa Bazaar and World Nomads. They'll be able to take care of you during your travel. Make sure you have your passport Make sure you have your birth certificate. Make sure you have your invitation letter. Make sure you have either consent from your employer or letter of leave, or from school you are coming back to study, or from your business or anything you're leaving behind. Make sure you have that consent. Those are the main important things you need to have. Make sure you have your visa, passport, let's the photos. Yeah, when this happens, most people make mistakes, but just go to the studio. Don't say just take me a passport photo. No, just tell them I need a visa photo. These people, they understand. They'll take visa photos for you, so you go with them to the embassy. Make sure you have that in the morning. Another mistake people make: you've applied for your visa, yes, but you've not booked an appointment. This is so important. Book you an appointment before going for the visa. Let you get confirmed your appointment is on this date, then you can go for that interview. During the interview, feel free, answer questions as asked. And I've learned something about this exchange and visas. They ask you for your Facebook account, so this applies. People who like posting bullshit on their Facebook accounts, this applies on visas too. So if you want to travel, stop posting bullshit on your Facebook accounts, social media, because by the time you get there, this ambassador or someone is going to interview you, they've already gone through your profile. They already know who is Ivy, who is coming. So of course they know what you're posting, what you're going to do. So they'll ask you questions regarding to what they know about you. So they might deny you a visa because of your behavior. So make sure your social media accounts from today, they're nice, like they're just wow, or they're just average. Don't post bullshit that will make people deny you a visa or affect your future. Another thing, have I forgotten anything? Have I forgotten? Oh, arrive for your visa interview on time. Don't forget your identity card, because when you get there, even if your name is on the gate, people don't know you. You'll find your name there at the gate. Maybe it's supposed to be there around 9. You'll find your name there, but you have to have something that's going to identify you, that you're coming for that interview. So make sure the previous night you have all your documents, and most important, don't forget your identity card, and have photocopies of your originals. Have photocopies of the passport, have photocopies of everything you're carrying, every document you're carrying, have photocopies of that. And I'm telling you, a visa interview is going to be successful. Just compose yourself, be comfortable, and it's going to go well. Anyway, I hope I've given you some tips today according to the questions you keep on asking me. What am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to do this? I hope I've answered you. If you have any other thing, any other question that you're supposed to ask, just comment below and I'll be able to answer all of them. And if you need to apply for any visa for any whatsoever country, just contact me. And NB, right now, German is offering visas right now, the German embassy, for the African countries, only for spouses, for family reunion, and they're not giving tourist visas unless you have a family member there or unmarried partner there. So they're offering visas right now. So you can apply for your German visa right now, and it will be fine. So my next video, I'm going to take you through what you need to do when you're going to, if you're applying for Belgium study visa. Then after Belgium study visa, I'll talk to you about Canadian study visa. Then I'll talk to you about the AU card. Most people apply for the green card, but they are not aware there's something called the AU card in the European Union. Anyway, thank you so much for coming here today, and I hope this is going to help you. My name is Ivy Marani. Follow me on Instagram, Ivy Marani, on Facebook, Ivy Marani. Yeah, you can just comment below and I'll give you my email, my contacts, then you can talk more. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye. Until next time when I post.